Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to another exciting episode of Is It Scripted?
Yeah.
My name is Daffy, and I'm here with... This girl will miss the cue every time.
No. I wanted to say something.
Your plan is to embarrass me.
No, I'm so sorry. So I wanted to say something because you guys have dragged me here as to how I should always say my name.
Oh, yes, yes, guys.
Instead of saying Yolanda, I'm just going to say my name today. Hi, guys. My name is Faith Uluwale Denton.
How many people do you know that go by the name Denton? Come back to me when you have answers. Such a beautiful name.
Thank you.
I'm obsessed with Faith's name. Obsessed.
Well, you cannot have it though.
Go away.
We have a special guest today, Kachi, and he is. You're excited to be here. You're not nervous.
I'm excited for what we have to talk about. So
Yeah.
And yes, we are talking about this amazing, not so amazing, good, not so good, beautiful, Abby.
Hey, this girl, the way you're describing love, I'm not
good.
understanding.
So, we're talking about a Netflix series today called Love is Blind. And I was going to ask, because ever since yesterday, I've been saying my intro will be, is love really blind?
Vanessa Luce.
How's it?
It's love.
It's giving
Really
Vanessa Luce.
blind.
Please, I'm dying.
Yeah, I've told you for Love is Blind Nigeria.
But
when
wait, like before we dive into Love is Blind, I wanted to say something. So, we have Kachi here. Kachi is an amazing singer, and
Yes.
I've been very lucky and honored to listen to his amazing
come on.
music. And yeah, you can find him on Spotify. And you should check out his music. His music is amazing. I'm very sure they would put not the link, right? The name. And how they can find you on Spotify. That's how I found it. It's amazing stuff, guys. And yes, we're talking about love today. I'm such a love person, and I love talking about love. And I don't know if any of you saw my top 5 reality shows. This show was my number one. Is my number one. It's going to be my number one for a very long time because I love love so much. But is it safe to say that we've been duly embarrassed this season? Can we start out like that? If you're a fan of Love is Blind anywhere, we have been we've been embarrassed in the past. But not like this.
How?
Not like this. And you'll find out. They'll find out. Because I don't know, like if you've not seen the show, you probably already know that. You don't know that the end was what it was. So you find out.
Everything does not have to, get to or have to be the same way every single time in every season. Right. So it would not. I think this is even what makes the show perfect, or not perfect like 100%, but
like realistic,
makes it realistic. Like you understand that I cannot meet somebody in the span of how many months?
This is 5 weeks,
and
something like 6 weeks,
and I'm falling in love with that person, and we forget that there is outside of the love, there's character, there is there's attitude, there's emotions, there are a whole lot of things like away from the love. That's why most times you always ask this question, that is love enough? And I will keep saying that actually it is not enough. Love is not like 100% enough, because
there was somebody's parent who said 10% love, 90% commitment or something. I can't remember who's dad. I think it was one of them's parents. I can't remember, but that's pretty much.
See, I'm not going to lie, guys.
It's one of the guys.
I don't
one
think
of the guys' parents. It was the tattoo guy. It was Jordan's
parents.
Jordan,
one of the guys. So one thing is, for we to actually say that 10%, I think that's
love.
Actually okay.
I mean, maybe that's an exaggeration, but like, his point.
Faith, I wanted to say something. You know that this is the 9th season of this show, and this experiment has actually worked, and it has worked like multiple times. We have Lauren and Cameron from season 1 who just had a baby this year. I'm so excited, and they've been married for the longest. Like they're like one of the couples that have been married for, because we've seen previous seasons where couples will get married, love them so much. Like the amount of love they will have will be intense. They'll come to the reunion still happily married, very committed, and stuff like that. And 2 years down the line, they'll get divorced. That's usually the case for most of the couples. But Lauren and Cameron, they've been married for
Till today.
How long now? Yeah, till today.
When was
like
season 1? That was
8 years.
2021 or something like that?
No. I think it was 2019. Like
That's like 8 years.
Yeah, so they've been married
8 years.
for so long, and they shot even before it was released. So like they've been married for probably longer, and
almost 10 years.
Yeah,
much.
and they just had a baby
so
this year. So the experiment has actually worked.
It has worked.
So it's possible for you to meet somebody through a wall in 5 weeks, you know, and fall in love with them, marry them, and that person will be your person and be your partner.
Absolutely.
Like fate can even play into it, and it might be fate that just said you guys are going to meet that way. And that's your soulmate. Probably.
I do not disagree. What I'm saying, I do not disagree. So for every person, it's different.
Yeah.
Right? Because I need to understand who you are for yourself, like as a person. I need to understand you. You also need to understand me. So there's this I think it's Annie and Anton, where he was shocked. No, is it Annie or Ali? Ali. Where Anton was shocked as to how she doesn't clean, she doesn't cook, she doesn't. You know, at that point he was shocked. He was like, you don't. That kind of thing first. Would you now say love can take care of that?
No, but here's the thing. I think they always advise them, like in the beginning of the season. That's when like they introduce them in the house before they even go into the pods. They always advise them. We obviously don't see this on camera, but like half the time that notebook is so important. They need to have all the important conversations. Like you meet people like in the pods. I think on their second dates, they're talking about kids. They're talking about if they want kids. They're talking about, do you clean? Do you cook? That's Alice and Anton's fault. If they didn't have that conversation
those are
in the
quite
pods.
basic, to be honest.
And you know the fun. Thank God that you mentioned them, because. Sorry guys, I can be a bit shallow sometimes, especially when I'm watching reality TV. Ali and Anton, they were like my favorite couple. And let me tell you why. The night I was watching Love is Blind, the first episode, while I was watching them, the first time that foolish boy called her baby, it just seemed very superficial, honestly. Because they had the second date, it was already calling her baby. And when you call the foolish girl baby, she'll be smiling.
Blushing.
She'll be blushing. By the third date, he has proposed, you've said yes. So it's obvious that there are certain conversations that they didn't have. Yeah. Because all their conversations were very feel good, very superficial. It wasn't like really too deep. We saw Edmond wailing like a baby.
Edmond went through a lot,
So him wailing was just fine, but like he was crying so much.
We have missed something, right? We have missed something. We're so sorry, guys. It's so interesting that we actually just got into the conversation.
We didn't even introduce the show to you guys.
You understand? So yes, Love is Blind is a Netflix reality show that brings
but they know what Love is Blind is.
I'm just saying. No. If you're, now we have new audience, right? Now we have new audience away from Big Brother.
And
so we need to actually explain what it is so that they can also keep up and also fall in love with it. So we're trying to change the narrative that it's just only Big Brother that you can actually watch as a reality show. There are a lot of reality shows away from, Big Brother, especially outside of Nigeria. Because I think that's the most popular that we have in Nigeria. In all of these other shows,
that's pretty much
I think we have some mini.
No, it's quite sad. We can't call those things reality shows. If your budget is not tight, stay in your house. Please, what are you doing? Stay in your house.
And the ones sponsored by Showmax and the rest. I think it's just.
I mean, network shows that are like that come from good networks in Nigeria, like
it's
TV networks.
I think it's just those
and they actually come from the same network because like the same people that produce Big Brother, they're owners of Showmax.
So
literally they're the ones serving us.
So we're talking about Love is Blind, and Love is Blind is a Netflix reality show that brings different single people who are going to like risk everything all for love. And this, when they say Love is Blind, so for the first few weeks, first few days or maybe a week or something, they would be in pods
for like I think 1 week.
1 week. Yeah. So they'll be in a place where you're not seeing that person. You don't know what the person looks like. Like all these games that they do now where they would blindfold you and you get to have conversations. I think they have some of that on YouTube in
like
Nigeria.
Speed dating. They do it on like some channels.
So so that kind of thing. But this one you have to bond, connect, and you're talking. And I feel like it's actually amazing because if we can bring that into the dating space, or not the dating space, the relationship, because I always want to put a difference between there is being serious and not be serious. That's how I always put a stand on. There's a difference between, boyfriend and partner. When you're bringing it on the partner level, we're getting a bit serious. Where we're talking asking the most intimate questions, just like, what you said. So you're talking without seeing what the person looks like. Yeah. So we're not dwelling on physical attraction. We're not dwelling on this person at my spec. You have this this attribute, or you have 6 packs, or you have. Do you guys understand what I'm trying to say?
I mean, like the main idea of the show
coming from inside. Yeah. What do you have? What is coming from inside? So we're not seeing the outside yet. So when you guys finish clicking or bonding with whatever thing that's on the inside, then I like this person, but I don't know what this person looks like. That is one thing you want to see after, and then you propose to the person. Once you propose, I think that's where you guys now get to see each other. Okay, I like you, but you would have connected, and that's one thing we don't have right now. Mm-hmm. Like right now, in most relationships that I see, pass. This guy gets big, this one, big, that one. This guy is this, he's rich, he has money, you can spoil me from here to there. But you can't conversation.
It's like natural.
It's not supposed to be.
There's something I say.
Physical attraction, aside, that's why I said most times it's not enough. Aside physical attraction, people don't have conversations anymore. Like,
I get
really,
what you're
people
saying.
Nowadays, they don't have conversations. And that is why when they get married I don't want
you to say people. That's what I wanted to say before. Like I say it all the time. Nigerians don't communicate enough. Y'all don't talk. You don't talk as much. I'm gonna bring an example. So I say this a lot. A monogamous person, somebody that is naturally monogamous, can comfortably be married, stay in a loving marriage with a naturally polygamous person. If they communicate well and they have conversations and they talk. Everything just has to be laid down on the table. And that's why the idea of love is blind makes sense. Because you have to connect emotionally before you build a physical connection. So that's why a lot of the times
people build physical connection first. The last thing they will now do, I'm not even sure there's even emotional connection, and it's how you quickly say, because you have a car, you have a house, you have money. Okay, fine.
Like material.
You can fit my
material.
Yes.
Things.
You can fit my clique outside.
And
if I take this girl outside.
Yeah. Even in modern times now, especially like in the Lagos dating scene, and I'm guilty of this too. Like sometimes people think about like aesthetics first. Like when you go on Tinder or like a dating app and you're swiping, you look at the person. This person fits my aesthetic. Like when we take a couple's picture, when people go,
for example, Edmond from the beginning, I'm like, does Calibra know what she's getting into here? Like, they don't even vibe. Like,
actually true.
That hair in his hair, I'm like, bro, are you 12? Are you 12, bro? Why are you? Every single outfit you wore, you had a hairpick
and different colors.
I'm not saying that should be
and then it sucks.
The end all be all, but like definitely I feel you. Aesthetic is actually very important. That's why.
And then his style in general.
His style was. No,
I felt that.
No, I like his style. I think it's very playful. I think it's quirky. I think it's really colorful. I think his style is also like very exciting. So like generally speaking, there are certain people that express themselves in certain ways. And I don't think that should even be like a deal breaker, so to say. I remember I was telling my friend when we were watching the show together, and then she was looking at him, and he said that he came from foster care, and going from foster care, his teacher saved him, and he has actually now built a good life. Like he earns well, he's in real estate, he makes like decent money, and it's good, but he still dresses ways. And I was telling my friend that the reason he dresses that way or still has this style is because he's yet to glow up.
He's still a
Give
child.
him a year after Love is Blind, when they expose him to the outside world, and he has to like forcefully work with a team or become an influencer and stuff like that.
I hope so, because
he would say his style would stay, but it would just
elevate
it. So it would be more aesthetically pleasing. Because I don't think his style is like that. But he could wear like a
sometimes
pink and blue striped shirt and a very colorful pants and one nice shoes. And even with the socks as well. And the skinny pants.
I think, to be fair, I feel like for me it was just that hair pick in his head, man.
Yeah,
like,
that has
what's that about?
No, that has to go.
What's
The hair
that about?
the flowery pattern shirt.
No, I like the flowery pattern shirt. I love floral prints. I love floral prints. They're very cute. But let's quickly talk about Anton and Ali. We were talking about them before we got into discussing the show. So Anton and Ali, they started their relationship very strong. They started off really strong.
Right?
They were the first. They were the first to get engaged. They were also the first to have their reveal done. And just looking at how everything played out, I was saying before, a lot of their conversations were not really deep. So I knew that they were gonna have issues. But I genuinely thought that they were good together enough to make it work. Honestly, because the thing with Love is Blind is you leave the pod with a very strong emotional connection. See, it's very easy to fall in love with somebody over the phone.
Yeah.
It's very easy to fall in love with somebody when you're having conversations with them.
And you're not there with them physically.
Yeah, in fact, because body language speaks a lot also. Like, we can be talking. One thing that I do is, because I work in comms a lot, I talk to a lot of people. In my job, I have to get on meetings, sometimes negotiate. And one thing I do is I talk to you, I kind of sense what you want and what gravitates towards you, and I become that person. That's just for work purposes.
You mirror it.
Yes, you mirror it and then you say all the right things. So you're going to the pot and you're asking the person, what's your this thing, what do you respond to, what's your communication style, blah blah blah. The next time you're coming, you're telling the person that's your communication style too. And you guys are just clicking immediately. There are certain things that that you guys have in common, certain things that you like together. You like the same stuff, just like Anna and Patrick. They liked the same stuff. They were very connected, very heads-on. And you can see that the person has done that. Now it's time to get to the reveal, and they now have to build a physical connection. And most of them, the reality is, most of those couples, they break from that trip. When they go to, whether it's Mexico or wherever they went to Mexico.
Yeah,
they went to Mexico
the
this season.
I think that's what they call
the honeymoon. They break from the honeymoon. The trip is where their problem starts from. Sometimes you see really strong couples that they would necessarily not have issues on that trip, but that trip sets the tone for the rest of the season.
And that's because
that's where their physical connection
starts. And then we understand that we're coming. So one thing I always say is we're coming from two different backgrounds. So what you would like is different from what I'm going. At some point, that you start to understand that some people are not emotionally intelligent, some people are not matured. We can be talking like you said. You just say you're talking and you talk, talk and talk, and then the next thing you're together and you're not even you do not want to communicate with this person because of the attitude that this person
just want to get out of the person's space.
You don't understand. And this happened with Madison and Joe. It pissed me off at some point where this girl is outside. We're all outside, doing our thing. And the other guys, I think it was then now, the other guys from the show had to come down and they were having a drink. And he was like, he's going, he's leaving. It's like, why are you leaving? And he just said, okay, she can stay back. He went back home. He was sleeping. She came in. I was like, oh, they had a pool party. And you was like, immediately you're leaving. Are you expecting me to follow you down to the hotel room back? And if not that, this girl literally went outside. I was crying. And you said, I'm going to bed. And you're sleeping. And
she actually even asked him if she should follow him.
And he said
she
no.
Was like, should I come? Are you sure? Should I come? He kept saying, no.
He said, you can stay.
I'm like, what's wrong with this guy? This guy confused.
And I'm getting back into the room.
Yeah.
And you're crying. In
fact, the first thing that he did was he forgot what happened. So I'm like, wait,
let me
tell you guys.
Space of how many hours? Wait, let's go back to the. I want to drive at something. Sorry. Are you drunk? I'm not sure it was up to 4 hours. I'm not sure because he was still late at night.
Drunk out of his ass, man. I don't know how you forget.
I don't think it was.
Was he
wasn't drunk.
He was just lying. What's wrong with that?
Joy is a terrible person. I'm sorry to say.
And you're outside.
I'm sorry to say. And if you are,
wait, you think they vex me? You're outside. I'm just gonna. And you're saying, I'm going to go back to bed and I'm just going to sleep. And are you crying? Like, you're crying. They disturb me. I won't sleep. That kind of thing. I won't sleep. I'm like, you're crying. Your girl is crying. You cannot stand the F up and go and meet her.
I think at some point,
what
even
is
said
wrong?
you want to come inside.
That she should, hey, okay, come and meet
inside
me.
now. Let me come and meet me. Let me. See, now,
I'm not saying that. At some point, because
he didn't like her. He was unkind to her.
He didn't like her.
Because
he didn't feel any sort of
review. You could sense.
It didn't feel any sort of love to her. Any sort of love to her.
And you know the funny thing that happened when she came to get ready. This guy stood up and said he was hungry, wanted to go look for what to eat. And she was like, "Oh, now you can stand up to look for what to eat." But while I was
I can't wait for the reunion, honestly.
Like, how?
The reunion is usually very
so I would keep saying it. See, if you know that you do not want to be with somebody, like immediately you find out, please let go of that person. Do not because as you're holding on to that person, you're causing more pain.
See,
because the more time I spend, people do that. No, people actually do that. If you know that I can no longer be with this person, please, whether by text, calling, letter, whatever way, just tell the person to go.
But you know that people do that for like several reasons. So I'm gonna like go back to the show, for instance. I think from the first few seasons of Love is Blind, we've seen like a rate of like failed like engagements, and this is because people specifically now come on the show to get popular. The way your followers will skyrocket, that show is so big. People get millions of followers just from the premiere of the show. Like a castmate is already on 1 million followers, and almost all the castmates from the previous seasons, they're all influencers, and they've all like actually like gotten big. So I think that for this season, a lot of the castmates they came on the show specifically to get popular, and I'll say and I'll also say why, and I'll also say why I think Madison and Joe's relationship shouldn't have even like gotten off the pods. You are a walking red flag with me if you come and say you were in a relationship for 5 long ass years and you called off the engagement. You even got engaged.
He was engaged.
For the better part of your life. You are 27. For like, was it not 7 years or 5 years? It said you were in a relationship for that long, even got engaged. It was after the engagement that you now called it off and broke up with the person. Yeah. You are a red flag. I'm sorry.
You're a psychopath.
You and the person that you were dating, both of you are red flags. You're walking red flags.
Why am I saying 5 years?
Like, why?
After engagement. Why am I saying 5 years?
No, it wasn't after engagement. They did that for 5 years, then got engaged, and now he called off the engagement and broke up.
Now.
So, like,
for them to get engaged, that means he's the one that proposed.
Yes, he proposed. Then he called off again.
Nah, that guy.
And somebody told you all of that.
It's thoroughly indecisive.
And you still went and said, he said, "Will you marry me?" You said, "Yes."
No, that girl too she was seeming a bit needy, man. Like,
not exactly needy.
She was because
somebody like Madison. Somebody like Madison is going to be like
she really wanted to love that guy, but she was just ignoring the red flags. Like, that's what I mean. Like,
and I think
this guy.
I don't think it's essentially her fault. And I'm going to say, she has a condition.
It to work. She really wanted it to work.
She has a condition, and she feels like I'm very sure, like, a mindset coming on the show would be like, this show has to be like because the show is solely based off of emotions. Yeah. Right? So she will be like, this show has to be like my last chance to. And I'm very sure she'll find somebody in the real world. Yeah. Madison is like a pretty girl. She's
especially now that she's popular too.
But I'm also going to say one funny thing before I go back to my serious conversation. Perishi is a very fine name. Joe did that. He has a very fine surname. Like, did you see in the post where he called her full name, and then added his surname? This boy, but you are a Yoruba demon. There must be some Yoruba in your lineage.
But USA version of Yoruba demon.
Because you and that foolish, what's his name, Anton. You, Anton, and Mike, you are Yoruba demons. Because why is Anton calling somebody baby on the second date? Baby, what?
Before we leave Joe matter, like, he mentioned at some point that he wasn't physically attracted to, Madison.
And he kept on body shaming her
than his usual type. But I don't see anything that's actually wrong with her. That girl is fine. And she's
in America, if you're not tiny, you're fat. Yeah. Their beauty standards is fucked up. I can swear, right? Their beauty standards is fucked up. If you're not tiny, you're fat. I was telling my friend when we were watching it, my friend that, look at Madison now. In America, she's fat.
She's cute.
As fine as that girl is,
she's
look
fine.
At her curves, that shape.
I'm not seeing any fat.
If she enter Naija like this, body with her eyes. Her eyes are so pretty. and you're calling that person fat, you usually go for petite girl. You sit down in the corner.
So if you go for petite girl, like
exactly, like from the reveal,
like why take it that long?
Do you know what? When they did the review,
scared of
that foolish Joe, when they did the review, do you know that he was telling her, oh my God, even in his confessionals, she looks so good. I can't believe my eyes. I wasn't expecting this.
That's what he said.
He said I wasn't expecting this like 5 million times. At some point, she had to ask him, what were you expecting?
Oh my God, that guy is a fool.
But I love Anton and Ali's reveal though. Like it was they were very loved up.
Yeah,
they're both good looking, very loved up. You know, their kisses were very nice.
So what was the problem between both of them again, Seth? Because
Anton was a day drinker.
See, it seemed like it was even more than that. It was
more than that. I think it was more than it was.
I mean, he's a high functioning alcoholic because you could never really tell he was drunk.
Yeah.
But apparently the guy was drinking the whole fruit dry. That I mean, he's Russian. And apparently Russians are known for drinking.
They're known for
drinking.
But
he wasn't acting up.
That's what I'm saying. That's why he's a high functioning drunk.
I can't somebody that drinks.
Girl,
but
she's so sweet.
We've seen
I actually rooted for the both of them.
From an earlier season of Love Is Blind, there was this couple, Ayana and Jarrett. They were engaged, beautiful couple. They're black, so good. Like aesthetically, they match, they fit. They were like this. They divorced like along the line, and that's because like after they got married, at some point he started working. He's like a bouncer. So he started working like late nights. He used to hang out with his friends because he works in the club. It was very... So for certain women, especially like soft women, that wouldn't like really, really... I don't think any woman should even, have to now, like, as an alcoholic, I don't think you're ready for marriage.
Yeah.
I don't think you're ready to be with somebody because it takes a lot of commitment to be, married and stay married. Being an alcoholic already is a problem for you. Now adding somebody into that, especially someone like Ali.
The way that guy was drinking there was something, because I feel like you can't be drinking that much unless you're hiding from something. Like there's nothing wrong with drinking once in a while, but why are you getting drunk? Like it's like time. Why are you running away from? And that's to me, that's where the red flag. That's what she was scared of.
That's what she was
There's
scared
something that he hasn't faced in his life that it's not going to be me that's going to make you face this thing. If you don't face it for yourself.
And that's why people keep saying that you can't bring like baggage into something
you gotta have to deal with it.
You have to deal with your baggage. Like when you're starting a new chapter, you need to start clean. If you are drinking, let's know that you are drinking because you are drinking for the fun of it. And we can easily
crack some beers, fine.
Exactly.
Not that the guy, remember when she asked him, oh my God, what the tequila? I was like,
he lied.
Tequila, let me check. I'm coming, let me check.
I'm dying.
My guy knew there was no tequila in that fridge.
I'm dying.
Tequila, let me check. My guy.
Who else was in the house that could have drank the tequila?
Who could have been in that house that could have drank? That whole conversation was for me. Patrick came. That guy finished 24 cans of beer, maybe. Let's say 18 because she said she only drank 2.
Thank God you
Patrick
mentioned.
couldn't have drank that much. Patrick just came for one night. Let's say Patrick had 3, 4. Remaining 24. That's remaining 18.
Okay, that's a solid
On your own, in 3 days, you drank 18 beers.
18 beers.
Plus half a bottle of tequila.
That's huge.
Bruh. And you still look normal. That means the way you drink.
that was the distillery.
That means that guy.
What are you doing?
That guy's liver is gone.
It's gone. Yeah. But thank God you mentioned Patrick. Let's talk about Patrick real quick. Face, what are your thoughts on Patrick and the entire situation? Let's look at him and Anna and him and Kacie. And how that foolish girl left him.
So I actually like Patrick, right? Because I feel like he's the sweetest of all the guys there.
Yeah.
And
like the most vulnerable or something. I don't know the word, but
he's really sweet and he's really honest. He's vocal. He communicates. Like he does all the communication to the core. This is somebody I feel like if we have an issue, I'm not gonna shout. Let's talk about it. Let's communicate. Let's have a discussion.
Down.
So I know what I want. I know what I want. I'm matured. I'm emotionally ready. I'm ready in every phase that you would need me to be. And communicating the things I like and the things I don't like. Or probably the only issue he had was, a bit of you said insecurity, maybe with his
he was insecure
with his nationality,
race,
with his race.
I don't think it was even necessarily just his race.
Yeah, it was more than that.
It was because he was also insecure about the way he looked.
No, he's personally
I think maybe even his personality, because he has a very awkward
as well.
personality.
Yes,
so
because he kept on talking about, and he was guarded on like so many levels as regards to anything outside of emotional connection. When it comes to physical connection or physical features, physical attributes, it was very guarded. Like it took his time before he revealed his nationality. He didn't want to talk about looks specifically.
Yeah.
He was very, very. It's just like you can tell, and I said earlier, you can tell if someone is confident just from talking to them on the phone. You can tell if someone is reserved just from talking to them on the phone. Like women, especially women can sense these things. So I feel like most of the women on the show, they had him as a placeholder. It wasn't necessarily anyone's number one. I don't think so. Because if it was truly Anna's number one,
she wouldn't have gone.
She wouldn't have left. Especially, she wouldn't have left without saying anything. I get that she was overwhelmed. She kept on talking about her family and how she didn't tell them and how they might be worried and all of that. She was overwhelmed with the entire show and had to leave. But she would. And what was did they all plan to be ghosting this season? Because she ghosted. One other person too ghosted
Blake.
That other
Sparkle
guy.
Blake. Ghosted Sparkle Megan. And Sparkle Megan, this girl, respect yourself. But like still talking about Patrick, what do you think about Patrick?
I mean, first of all, I think he got the short end of the stick.
Yeah, I think so.
The shortest end of the stick in the whole show. I really wanted him to get something out of it.
Me too. I really wanted him to find love.
I'm happy that he didn't.
Yeah, he ended up getting lucky in the end, because definitely he shouldn't have ended up with that babe that was anyway Kacie. He shouldn't have ended up with Kacie, and he also shouldn't have ended up with Anna.
As
well. They both
the two
were
of
not
them
deserving of him.
But I could see that he really wanted it and he was hurt. So I felt the hurt he felt.
I feel like Anna would have even treated him worse than Kacie. Kacie was, at least, sometimes people like to protect you. I know it's bad, but sometimes people like to protect you, because I don't think she would have even like told him about like the attraction thing. Like after she went on,
that's Anna.
Yeah, no, Kacie.
Oh, Kacie,
on the confessionals, and she told them that she's not saying he looks bad though. That's not what she's saying though. But she wasn't just that attracted.
She never said, "Don't worry about what the producers tell you." What kind of statement is that? She should have.
But she said,
exactly.
she I now like what the production team did there. Right? Don't worry about what the production team. And then they said earlier. That was the only part where they said earlier when they were interviewing her, and this girl was, she, like you said, maybe lying to protect. But I felt like you shouldn't have lied. She just come out straight,
and say, "I don't want to be with you." It was a big boy. He would have taken.
I do not want to be with you. Simple as that. Not the show is making me somehow.
She knows she lied.
Why would you tell the
you're not saying it's not you
that he's not good looking?
And I read it somewhere that
he's good looking.
Now it's just, you don't have to say the way you said it.
No, she didn't say that he wasn't good looking. No, she said that it's not like he's badly looking or he looks bad. That's not the case.
She said she wasn't that
attracted. She's not attracted. Yeah, exactly. I'm not attracted. But she was making him think she was attracted.
She was attracted to him.
And that's the thing I'm saying. Like,
he was even of the opinion that after the show we'll continue outside. So why are you giving me that?
But Kacie is better than Joe, that foolish boy. Shebi would have told Madison from the beginning that I didn't like you like that. I've seen you now and I didn't feel you. This
from
your
that
body,
review,
she's
I could
not.
sense it. Once they opened those whatever, I could sense that this guy is not feeling this thing.
Yeah.
But anyways, that's their own problem. The other person I also felt like, they're a bit matured, or the girl was actually Megan Sparkle, right? Megan. And she ending up with Jordan instead of, I think, Mike.
Yeah.
I think if she would have been better with Mike.
I have something to say.
Their lifestyles were more matching. Oh, go ahead.
With Mike, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So when Blake, for me personally, if I go on a show like Love is Blind, once my number one leaves the show, I will most likely not go for anybody else. Because the honest truth is, Patrick, sorry that I'm going back to Patrick again. Patrick also going for Kacie was sort of like an insult. Because like, if I find out that I'm anybody's number two, I'm gonna call it off. Like, so if Anna didn't leave, you wouldn't have come to propose.
Yeah.
Do you understand what I mean? So I also even going for Jordan. Jordan was a trauma response, honestly, because our father had diabetes and
son
died.
I could relate.
And like Jordan's son Luca, is
and that thing
diabetic
she said
as
to
well.
Mike, to where she said Mike is usually the type of guy that she likes. So in her head, she was already thinking, I'm going for something different from what I normally go for.
So it was bound to fail.
Yeah.
It was heading to
But she tried.
fail.
She really wanted it
But
to
she
work.
tried. But she never met Luca, right?
She tried. She met Luca.
She met Luca. She met off camera, obviously.
Yeah, she met
No, on camera. On camera, they never showed us. They never showed us.
You know, she kept on. She was. I feel like she was even more in love with Luca than Jordan.
Maybe that's why Jordan was acting like that, because he started acting weird towards the end. He started being so removed from the relationship. So I'm guessing maybe what happened off camera with the kid and everything made him realize that this babe doesn't actually like me like that.
He did.
But yeah, there's always something to talk about with, every couple that, finally gets engaged on the show and they are set to marry and all. Just like, Daffy had said, at previous seasons, a lot of people got married. But this season, my problem is, if you know that you don't like me or you don't like this person, please don't don't make me dress all the way up. Put on fine outfit and everything, and now get to the altar.
Guess what?
And you are telling me, I do love you. I love you, but no.
Guess what?
No.
I don't feel bad for the couple or the groom and the bride, though.
To be honest,
it's the makeup artist and the hairstylist.
That's what I said.
That came in the morning.
They wasted their time.
Made up everybody.
Megan was able to save them stress because she did not even get to
Megan saved them stress, yes, she did. She did. And that's like so good. Like, I respect her for that. She knew that.
No, Megan was her head was there. Like,
her head was there.
She was just, you could still see that even though your head is there, sometimes emotions can still get in the way. But she's a sensible person, I think.
Yeah, I agree. I agree that she's a sensible person. And I think that ultimately, I mean, we've been hearing now. I've been reading, because like when I'm watching Love is Blind, I like to be reading the stuff so I can stay up to date. I've been reading that they said she has a baby now. We'll find out at the reunion, because I know she'll come.
The reunion is 1 year after, right?
Yeah, 1 year after.
Maybe for who, please? Hey, wow.
I hope it's not Mike.
I swear.
I hope so.
Do you know, like after the first date in the pods, after they came and they were talking about the guys in the women's quarters, and they were all saying Mike is a playboy. That's why I say women can sense these things. Women can sense these things, especially that foolish.
We can sense everything.
That's why she didn't want Mike. She should have just taken the mic, but that's why she didn't want Mike.
Yeah.
But one thing about this is that I like the show generally, and the show is something that you think it would probably work in Nigeria.
I think it would. I think that we're ready for a show like that.
We'll actually get marriages at the end of a
we'll get marriages. We'll get. See, let me tell you something about Nigerians. You know how you start a job and 2 weeks into the job, you'll be frustrated as hell. I'm going to tell you, just finish the 1 month so you can take a salary. Nigerians are like that. They like to see things through. Divorces will happen.
Yeah.
But we take a while.
People will separate 1 year, 6 months after the marriage. But you see that wedding, they will do it.
I think I agree with you.
Nigerians, we're dramatic like that. You think I'm going to go on a show like Love is Blind
and not get
married? You dare not say I don't. I don't to who?
But honestly,
what are you saying I don't?
Do you know whose father, whose daughter I am or whose son I am?
But genuine question now. Can you marry somebody after 2 months?
Personally, no, me, I can't do it. I can't do it. Let me know, like, if I
go. Are you throwing that question to me? Yes, I can. I can marry somebody. I can marry somebody in 2 weeks.
Please, I'm taking that for up the show.
I believe in love like that. I believe in love like that.
No, 2 months.
Some relationships are 2 years, they still don't know each other fully.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. Like,
so you get to discover inside.
I have a rule. See, I have a rule. Regular relationships, if you're going to marry somebody, you should know after 6 months. You should be ready for marriage at most after 1 year. If you're dating somebody for more than a year.
No, I agree with that.
I'm talking about
but
marriage.
now you're condensing 6 months to 2 weeks.
No, that's what I'm saying. You can know somebody in 2 weeks. It takes a lot of intentionality. If you meet somebody, exactly.
If your soulmate.
I believe in love. I'm a love person. I believe in love so much.
See, I also do believe
there are some
in
things
love.
that is only life
intentional
and experience that can bring out that thing in that person.
Understand?
And 2 weeks is not enough time to see all those things.
But like also, like
we love intentionality, commitment, and all of that stuff. It will also take a lot of intention, because love is not enough. We've said it before. It will take a lot of intention.
Love is not enough.
A lot of intention to walk through somebody and to be able to build with someone. So now you meet somebody in 1 week, you guys, met every day, had conversations, were very intentional. Like the first day you met, you said, this is marriage. Yeah. We're gonna get married. And you work towards it. In 2 weeks you're married, you still don't know enough. Yeah. The person doesn't know enough about you. You don't know enough about the person.
But anyway.
But still.
But your mindset is that
3 months into the marriage, the husband starts having issues with his sperm because you already had the conversation 2 weeks. During that 2 weeks that you're gonna have kids, you're gonna start for children immediately. 3 months into the marriage, the person starts, having issues with their sperm, and then they can't. But you're like working towards it. It will take a lot of intentionality to be able to build and walk through with that person, because you can easily say, it's just 3 months into marriage, walk away, find someone else.
True.
Don't waste your life. But being intentional, loving that person, and willing to walk with the person, you would stay with the person through that period, and you will fight through it. And situations like that make people stronger.
And honestly, but it's rare. Except you have people that are intelligent, emotionally intelligent, matured, and they have this level of understanding. And that's the reason why I always.
But the question is it possible?
It's possible.
It's possible, but it's not likely. I don't think it's rare.
That's it's possible. When you're with somebody that is extremely matured and somebody that would, I think I would not want to walk out on any issue that happens. Let's talk things through. Let's be able to communicate. And that's why I say that even nowadays, a lot of people that I see, for me, relationship and all of this is sacred. For me, it's not irregular. It's not play like every other person will jump from, today I'm in a relationship, tomorrow I'm with the next person.
Somebody else.
I don't know how people do that and break up and say I'm with this person today, the next person. So it's different for me. Growing up is different. Maybe because of where I'm coming from. Maybe because I've seen marriages and coming from a space where it's not working for these two people. I think I want to be intentional about my own to work. So I'll be intentional about it. So I'm saying, these people that where I'm coming from I've seen a lot of, it's not supposed to be like this. And in my own head, I'm like, mine would not be like this. It will be better. So I'm now saying that I don't want to jump from here to here. I don't want to jump from here to here. I think I always say that anybody I'm going to be with, one person, and that's just it. One person and one person. I don't want to be jumping from. I want to have X and people will be like, what kind of? I say no. So if it's intentional, that means that you're not jumping. The way somebody comes, someone will just say, "Be my girlfriend, be my boyfriend," and then boom, you're inside. You're in it.
I'm gonna say something to support that. Yeah. So for me, like reverse is the case. Like the reason I'm intentional about love and relationships and stuff is because I'm surrounded by a lot of wonderful marriages that have worked.
So
I want to also now make sure that
yours would also be the
mine
same
would
way.
also
get the best out of yours.
I'm an advocate for divorce, so I'm open to divorce.
If
I'm not a do or die. Even if with all the intentionality, once you know that this is gonna take something away from you,
if it becomes life
away from the person, walk away from
life threatening. If it becomes life threatening,
but also it's also the way I'm saying it. I can't, in as much as I say I can marry somebody in 2 weeks. I can't date or be with somebody that I don't know or I've not known for long. So let me explain. Now, me saying that I can marry somebody in 2 weeks, I cannot marry a stranger in 2 weeks. Which is what love is blind. No, which is what love is blind is. I can't marry a stranger in 2 weeks. Now, the 2 weeks situation, I'm always telling my friends that I don't know, you are doing talking stage of 2 weeks. What was talking stage? Me, talking stage for me, you're in 6 months. So
1 year.
6 months to 1 year. Because
you need to know what you're getting into, man.
That's why I said be intentional so that you don't just jump into one phase of. So I classify it as
I wanted to clarify. That's my now let me clarify that's my 6 months skinny before these people come and drag me. So still, it's sort of like you have a friend, somebody that has been your friend. You guys have never spoken about love before. You've never been involved in love before. But you've been friends for 6 months. And all of a sudden you're like, okay.
Something is...
Let's try this out, and in 2 weeks you want to make it work. I can do that in 2 weeks.
Yeah, no, that makes sense because there's
I can do that in 2 weeks.
There's history. It takes
like there has to be a purpose. That's why I agree with Love Is Blind. The purpose of the show is you're coming to get married. Like, I don't understand people that will come on the show
for a stranger. Like, because it's like Russian roulette or whatever they call that. You don't even know what you're gonna get. You just go there. That's why I think it's mostly luck. Because it can happen. You might get there and you might actually find the perfect person that you couldn't have found outside.
But if you're intentional, like he also said, right? When we are being intentional about how this relationship, how it's gonna go, if you know that this thing that what I'm actually doing at the moment, what I'm getting myself into at the moment. If I see a future, there's difference between if I see a future with this person, I can go ahead and do the wedding and we sort it out later. We communicate about this later. If it was somebody like Patrick, do you understand?
Yeah.
If it was someone like Patrick, that I understand that this person, communication is a big deal to this person. We can actually communicate and let's talk about it. Not something that it would be messed up later. Do you understand? So that's why I keep saying that when we get to this point, in the pods, we're building friendship, right? We get to a point of friendship. Outside the pods, when we're building situationship. Oh, we have in how many days? Let's talk. So at some point when Annie or Ali was talking about Anton to the girls, and she was like, we've not had an argument yet, and I would want to see how it would look like. That's something. That's intentionality. Because I want to know, if you're angry,
how do you handle
conflict? Can you do? Yes, how do you handle conflict? How do you communicate? So
Kachi has to come on the next episode because what was that?
That's clearly how Anton handles conflict, man.
So she goes, why are you coming back late? Why didn't you come? Anton is saying,
how do you handle certain things? So those kind of things is what we communicate about, and that's when people actually do get it wrong. So people just in this space, and I feel like maybe because I've not been outside of this space that I am in Lagos, in Nigeria. If I'm outside the country, I probably would also give another different scenario.
Be more open
because I would know how it works over there. I don't want to judge it based on the kind of things that we watch, but not there physically.
Fair enough.
But here that I am physically, a lot of we have rubbished and spoiled the name relationship and all. Like we have so much abused it that it's no longer a relationship.
I'm gonna break a table.
Do you know? It's no longer a relationship. It's something else. People don't understand that this thing is sacred. Aside from marriage, a lot of people might not end up getting married. Have that marriage, or some people do not want that tag marriage. But you're with somebody. You're with a partner. Somebody that's
serious.
You're
committed.
Serious. You're committed. You know what we do nowadays is just. That's why I don't like the word boyfriend and girlfriend. I like so much. You guys, I don't like that word boyfriend because I feel like you're just. You guys are just playing. But if you know that you want to take it to a level of, I know.
No, I mean that's what she feels.
If you feel like you want to take it to a level of I am going to be with this person, like you said, what's the purpose of? People don't have purpose. Like nowadays, there's no
people
purpose.
Are very shocked when I tell them that as a 22-year-old. In some days now, stop saying as a 22-year-old. This is so sad. Guys, it's my birthday very soon. Anyways, as a 22-year-old, I tell people that I'm dating for marriage, and they're like, because my timeline is I'm very intentional, and my timeline is very long like this. Now, we'll do talking stage for like 6 months to 1 year. We will date for most likely like 1 year, because I'm not gonna be with you for more than 1 year if it's not leading to marriage. Sorry. We'll date for like 1 year and now get married. Before all this happens, I've not even found my person yet. I don't know when I'll find my person. So I'll probably like get older with time. So it's better to get serious, especially if you know that
I like what you said.
You want marriage. It's better to get serious
from a guy,
now.
You understand that I know what I want. It's giving I know what I want. That means if somebody is saying this kind of thing, that means in future, money, we might not have all the money now, we might not have everything now, but you know that this person is intentional
and it's just the
about
willingness
life.
to build with someone. I don't understand. The table I wanted to break. One relationship, one type of relationship that irks me. It irks me is these girls God, they would so drag me. This I don't want to call them Lagos baddies or this Lagos the baddies have sense. These pre-baddies that date these Yahoo boys. And in 1 year, you know their aesthetics. Once you see them, you can know. Tell.
That's not a relationship.
You can tell. The girl is probably using the latest iPhone. The boy is driving a Lexus.
That's not
Quote me anywhere. That boy is driving a Lexus or a Benz. And their relationship is usually so...
It's aesthetics.
Oh my God. It's not even aesthetics, Kenny. That's nonsense relationship. Their relationship is always so weird. Oh, thank you. Pablo and Pablet. That thing is not relationship. Because eventually, the girl gets pregnant.
You're offending me.
The boy marries her.
But why is he bringing it to this table? But it's not even qualified to be on the table.
It's not qualified to be on the
So
table.
let's not talk about it.
That's not even a relationship.
It's not qualified to be on the table. So let's not talk
about it. That's advanced friendship.
It's not even friendship.
It's not even friendship.
Because
this girl, this boys after 1 week.
It's just transactional.
It's transactional, exactly.
It's not.
If you tell
what the heck?
Don't do that now. Let's have sponsor children now. Stop it, please.
Oh my God. And with that, we have come to a wrap.
But we didn't talk about Edmond and Calibria.
Kacie, yeah.
It's fine, they'll be fine. That's why I see how the boy is swearing.
No. What's that guy? Serial killer, psychopath.
We have.
Psychopath. We talked about him.
Yeah, we did.
Okay,
but you know.
Because actually, that's a beautiful.
But like one thing I wanted to bring out from the Edmond situation is the fact that I've said I will not be cursing again. They've dragged me too much. Edmond, what was his obsession with sex?
Because everybody was having it.
I don't think so.
No,
I don't think so.
I don't want to be mean, but probably he doesn't get sex.
You can't be that quirky.
He's so quirky
in present dating world, but did you know there are people like him?
He turns girls off. I think that's what it is. He's a very good-looking guy.
He's very good.
He's a very good-looking guy. Probably is the fittest guy. Even his face is good. But there's something about him that I think probably just turns girls off, especially when it comes to getting like the sex part of things. I feel like
and I feel like KB specifically didn't want to have sex with him.
She didn't.
Others wait for marriage. She knew that thing was gonna end in marriage.
She didn't.
She just didn't. You know how you can like your what's that thing? What do they call your body count? How you can protect your body count? I was like, I don't want this.
I'm not gonna be telling people that this guy.
Please. I remember that conversation on the bed. She was like, no. I'm pretty sure that mine. She was like, no, please.
Especially when she said something like, that was me 1 month ago. I'm like, 1 month ago? I'm like,
what is wrong with
that? That was a clear sign that it's not because of that.
I can easily have sex with you. That's fine. But like, it's not gonna be as like, girl, she knew
was stringing that boy along. Man. I don't know if she was a social worker or
no. She knew from the day of the reveal that this was not going to last.
Yeah,
from the day
when she came back in I could see there was something on her face. I was like,
When she was doing her I see in a diary session. I'm waiting to go call her
confessionals.
Yeah, and she said so like his outfit, the way he is. Oh, it's somehow.
I think naturally she's just such a kind person that she didn't know how to.
She didn't want to hurt him.
Yeah, she didn't know how to.
She's the opposite of Kacie.
Kacie was like, nah.
Kacie lied. Yeah. I think that's all. That's all we can say for that relationship.
Generally, the show is actually a good one. It's something that we can learn from. It's something you can actually pick from, and you understand that.
No,
I
love the concept of blind dating portion of it. It makes you really reevaluate how you actually date.
But can you try that? I'm not saying like for marriage.
Blind?
Like
no. You mean
like can you go on like a blind go on like blind dates like over time? Let's say date somebody for like 1 week blindly without seeing the person.
If I don't see somebody, not see obviously. If I don't vibe with somebody in the pods, I'm not gonna go further than that.
Exactly.
Like I'm gonna be realistic because once you cross the pods, that's pretty much already saying we're getting married.
Yeah.
So if I'm not 100% certain in the pods, I'm just gonna walk away from there. Especially because even in terms of the popularity thing, you're already popular at that point. Like, you don't need to finish the game. Like,
actually, you don't need to finish.
You're in already.
You're in already.
So my name is gonna be there.
If I'm not 100% sure, But then even if you're now sure, let me not lie, and I get there and I don't like what I see, it'll be hard, man.
Honestly, I feel like for me too, it's the same thing. Because I would easily tell people that I'm not a looks person.
Yeah.
I'm generally not a looks person. I like to fall in love with personality. You have to be interesting. How can you be fine? You don't have personality. Yeah. What am I going to be doing? Yeah. What are we doing when we're talking now? Yeah. How do we keep up the conversation?
That's why I always say that it's always beyond the physical attraction.
Because most times
it's
but it's still very important.
But
we have to take aesthetically pleasing pictures, please.
Man, I'm telling you, if I get out there and I don't like what I see,
the internet on fire.
You don't have to be, I don't know who's the most beautiful woman. You don't have to be Rihanna. You don't have to be Valongo. You don't need to be the most beautiful girl in the world.
Mm-hmm.
But there's a level that I'm like, okay, I don't know if this can work.
That makes a lot of sense.
I don't know if this can work. Like,
I think we can wrap the show now.
We can wrap.
It's beautiful, and
being
all of
beautiful.
That. But yeah, before we wrap the show, we have something to do. It's Daffy's birthday.
Birthday boy. Happy birthday to you.
This is nice.
Happy birthday,
thank you.
Happy birthday to you.
Okay. I was so excited to quickly wrap the show up. Okay, prolong show. But yeah.
In as much as I'm such a main character, this was very shocking. Can you guys see that they love me? They love me. You guys are obsessed with me. Thank you so much.
Yes.
Thank you.
Returns.
This cake is so pretty.
This
my goodness. Oh, this
Let's
is
get
so
some
pretty.
Sparkle Megan vibes.
Yeah. No, I can't carry this. Fire on this. This is so pretty. Thank you guys so much. Look at it. It fits my outfit perfectly. Thank you. Oh my god. My fans on this script sent me gifts, so I know you guys are obsessed with me. Thank you guys so much.
Show before you know.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm gonna carry my cake for the entirety of the rest of the show. Thank you very much.
It's allowed.
Thank you guys so much for tuning in and for watching and for keeping up with us, because we are what we are. So you can go on Jamit app.
Yes, and rate the
download,
episode.
rate, like, subscribe, share everywhere on Instagram. And it was beautiful to have Kachi here today because it was super fun. And happy birthday. Happy birthday.
You.
Bye.